Hello, this is perpendicular and parallel lines, proving lines parallel, example 1. And in this example we have to prove the alternate interior angle's converse. Now we have to prove this only using the corresponding angle's converse postulate. And that means that the postulate says that two lines cut by a transversal are parallel if corresponding angles are congruent. So we would have to show that this angle down here, angle 1, is congruent to this angle up here that's not numbered. Or we could show that angle 3 is congruent to this one down here that's also not numbered. And then using the postulate we would show that the two lines are parallel. So just to outline this proof, I would number this angle just so we could call it something, and then angle 3 is congruent to angle 2, and that's because they're vertical. And then if angle 3 is congruent to angle 2 and angle 1 is congruent to 3, that's going to mean angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. So let me just write that out because it's easier to see. First of all, we're given that the measure of angle 3 is equal to the measure of angle 1. It actually gives them congruent, but we could come up with this. This is given. And then measure of angle 3 is equal to the measure of angle 2, and this is vertical. So we have two angles equaling the same angle. So that means the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 2. And that you could say it's transitive because two different things equaling to the same thing have to be equal to each other. And that's called transitive. But you could also say substitution because you can substitute equals for equals. So in the first one I could substitute the measure of angle 2 for the measure of angle 3, and I would come up with this. So then, based on the postulate, the corresponding angle postulate, now we have these two lines parallel.